In other news tonight, the family court battle involving former Governor Matt Bevin, former First Lady Glenna Bevin, and their adopted son Jonah has taken another dramatic turn.
Jonah has intervened in his parents' divorce case, alleging they abandoned him as a teenager at a troubled youth facility in Jamaica. Last Friday, Jefferson Family Court Judge Angela Johnson issued an arrest warrant for Matt Bevin and ordered him to serve 60 days in jail after ruling he failed to comply with court-ordered financial disclosures in the case.
Now, for the first time publicly, Glenna Bevin is sharing her side of the story. In an exclusive interview, she and several of Jonah's siblings respond to his allegations of abandonment, share what they say the public hasn't heard, and explain why they still hold out hope for healing. For most political families, life after office is quiet. For the Bevins, it's been anything but.
The son of Kentucky's former governor, Matt Bevin, says his adoptive parents are trying to make him disappear.
Attorneys for his adopted son, Jonah, filed an emergency motion Friday in the Bevins' ongoing divorce case. Jonah Bevin has publicly accused his parents, Matt and Glenna Bevin, of abuse, neglect, and abandonment.
There's an image they want people to see, and they don't want an actual image of what's actually going on in their homes.
The Bevins deny those claims.
We didn't abuse Jonah, we didn't abandon Jonah, and we did educate him to the best of our ability. The reason we haven't spoken out until now is because we don't want to hurt our son.
Before the attorneys and the headlines, Glenna says she was simply a mother trying to connect with a child she didn't always know how to reach.
Happy birthday to you.
We knew from the very beginning that Jonah was going to have challenges. But he was our son. The moment we saw him, he was our son.
The Bevins were one of Kentucky's most recognizable families during their time in the governor's mansion, a household of 9, including 4 adopted children. But Jonah's sister, Lydia, says he often felt like he never quite belonged.
He really wanted that blood bond with his siblings, and, I was adopted with 2 other siblings as well. But he was not, so for him that was just the big push.
Not too crazy there, mister.
Glenna says over time, their concern for Jonah slowly turned into something they didn't anticipate, fear of their own son.
Jonah had started to hear voices. He got into the drugs and the drinking and smoking, and then he started to become aggressive.
The family claims court and medical records show Jonah has faced charges involving drugs, alcohol, assault, and providing false information to police. Jonah's sister, Mackenzie, says the violence wasn't just directed at their parents.
Then there were instances where we would find knives that he had hidden in his bedside table under the mattress. There were several instances where he did physically harm some of the siblings. So at some point, you just have to, you can't call someone's bluff when you find weapons after they've threatened to chop a sibling up.
Those fears, the family says, ultimately led them to send Jonah to a residential program in Jamaica, one that was later shut down amid allegations of physical and mental abuse.
He just needed things I couldn't give him. So we looked and looked and tried and tried. We didn't just put him in schools. We vetted these schools. We talked to people. We talked to other parents. So when everything blew up in Jamaica, we were shocked.
The Bevins say Jonah spent 5 months in Jamaica in total, 2 in the residential program and 3 in child welfare while they worked to bring him back to the States. Jonah's attorneys call that period abandonment. Glenna calls it an impossible choice.
During that time, we were looking for a placement for him. Between the assaults and the death threats and things like that, we couldn't bring him back into the house. I had other kids to think about.
Looking back, Glenna says she still questions some of their decisions.
It's easy to sit back and judge if you've never walked through it. But when you're in it, and it's so overwhelming and so surreal, and you're exhausted because you don't sleep because they've threatened something, and so you're up with them all night. People just don't understand. When you love a child and they're struggling, You want the best for him, but you don't always make the right decisions, and you'll regret it the rest of your life.
Through his intervention in his parents' divorce case, Jonah, now 19, is seeking retroactive child support and educational support, claiming he was left without care after the facility was shut down. While the Bevins continue to dispute Jonah's claims, they also question the role of people they believe are influencing his decisions.
We made an offer to pay all the attorney's fees and give Jonah a lump sum of money, and that wasn't good enough. I think it's about publicly humiliating the former governor, to be quite honest.
Come on, Jonah! Run, baby, run!
As the legal case continues, the family says their message to Jonah has not changed.
He will always be a part of this family to whatever degree he wants to be a part of this family. That is always an option. When he is ready, we're still right here. We have not gone anywhere. We still love him. We will always love him.
Now, we did reach out to Jonah's attorneys for comment. They responded, saying in part, quote, "As Jonah's lawyers, we have been trying to bring this to a prompt conclusion for more than a year. The reasons for the delays are directly related to the numerous appeals filed by Matt and Glenna Bevin, as well as both parents' continued violations of court orders regarding financial disclosures. Any inference that Jonah has an agenda other than a fair day in court is a smokescreen to distract viewers from Mr. Bevin's contempt and impeding jail sentence." You can read that full response right now in this story on fox56news.com.